So today we're going to be making tiramisu completely from scratch, from Ladyfingers all the way to the tiramisu cream. A classic Italian dessert. Some people love it, some people don't like it as much, but I can guarantee it, you will love this one. So the ingredients you need to make Ladyfingers is really straightforward. In a medium-sized bowl, crack 3 whole eggs along with 110 grams of caster sugar. Give it a good whisk together and to make sure they're well incorporated, and get yourself a pan, fill it with water about 1 inch deep and place the bowl over the top, making sure the water does not touch the bottom of the bowl. And place it over very low heat and heat it up, whisking constantly until the thermometer reaches 71 degrees Celsius. Now pour the egg mixture into the bowl of your stand mixer and whip it over high speed until it's tripled in volume. It should be a consistency of soft serve ice cream. Now add your vanilla along with a pinch of salt and beat again. Now at this stage, this is where you got to be very careful. You're going to sift in 150 grams of plain flour and carefully fold it through the batter. Being careful not to deflate it too much, and if you overmix it, it also affects the ending result and the texture. It will be more chewy, which isn't what you want. Now fill your piping bag up with a 1.5 centimeter tip, and now you want to pipe these under a tray lined with either non-stick mat or non-stick parchment paper. And you want them to be 3 inches long by 1 inch wide, and making sure you leave a 1 inch gap between each ladyfinger. This batter will make about 20 to 30 ladyfingers, depending on the size obviously, and it will probably take over about 2 trays. And this is a crucial step. You only want to bake them one at a time, and right before you bake them, generously dust them all over with ice sugar and bake them at 175 degrees Celsius for approximately 8 to 12 minutes until lightly golden and crisp. And dusting with ice sugar is the secret to making sure they rise properly. If you skip this step, they'll become flat and very sad. Now pull them out of the oven and let them cool on a wire rack to cool completely. And that is it. You made ladyfingers. And these will last for months in an airtight container. Now the actual making of the tiramisu cream is really straightforward, but first we've got to make our coffee mixture to soak our ladyfingers in. So if you've got an espresso machine, this is the perfect time to use it. You're going to need 250 milliliters of espresso or strong coffee, and you want to combine that with 40 grams of sugar, just a bit of sweetness to counteract the bitterness from the coffee. And then simply just whisk it all together to make sure the sugar is dissolved in the coffee. And then set it on one side. Now we're going to get ready for the next step. So you're going to make a water bath. So fill your pan up with some water and make sure it's about 1 inch deep. You want to bring it to a gentle simmer to create some steam. So for the tiramisu cream, you want to separate 4 egg yolks. This is the best way to do it. Crack them all into a bowl and gently hook them out using your fingers. Try your best not to burst them. And place it over your pan of simmering water along with 75 grams of caster sugar. And whisk it together over very low heat until the sugar is 95% there and it's pretty much dissolved. Now take off the heat, pour it into the bowl of your stand mixer and whip it over high speed until it's tripled in volume and got really thick and it holds its shape like a Zabaglione. Then transfer that into a clean large bowl and clean your stand mixing bowl out, and you want to whirl up 500 grams of mascarpone cheese just to loosen it up a bit so that it incorporates much better into the Zabaglione. Now fold the mascarpone cheese through your Zabaglione in 3 stages to make sure it incorporates nice and evenly. If it's lumpy at the beginning, don't worry, persistence is key. Keep going, it will loosen up. As you can see here, the batter is loosened up, the lumps have dispersed. That's what you want. And you're going to whirl 300 milliliters of double cream to medium peaks. You don't want it too stiff, but you don't want it too loose as well. Something like this. Now you want to gently fold the whipped cream through your mascarpone egg mixture, being careful not to deflate it too much because you want to keep as much air in it as possible. And also, the more gentle you are, the better the texture will be at the end. Now that's the cream done, we're going to line an 8x10 or 9x9 tray with cling film so you can easily remove it once it's set. So now you've made your ladyfingers. We've got our coffee mixture all sorted, ready to soak the ladyfingers, and we've also got our tiramisu cream. Now we're ready to put the whole thing together. Start by spreading half your tiramisu cream on the bottom of your tray. Spread it out nice and evenly. Get it right into the corners. Now for the next layer, it's a ladyfinger layer. You're going to get your ladyfingers and soak them in your coffee mixture. Do not leave them in there too long. A few seconds will do. If you leave them soaking too long, they will break up. And arrange them on top of your tiramisu cream like so. Then top with the remaining tiramisu cream, spreading it out nice and evenly, get it right in the corners. Then for the last layer, get your ladyfingers once again, dip them into the coffee syrup and arrange them on top. And that is it. You don't have to overcomplicate it. And you just want to cover it with some cling film like I'm doing here. folding over the sides, the parts that overhang, compact it down. You're going to put it in the fridge overnight to set. Now once set and you're ready to serve, or mold it onto a serving platter, dust it generously with cocoa powder and slice and serve, and then grate some bittersweet chocolate over the top. And that's it, you've made tiramisu, and that's it guys, you did it. You made tiramisu completely from scratch. From making your own homemade ladyfingers all the way to the tiramisu cream, then putting it together. Give yourself a big pat on the back, you're a real G. And that's it guys, that's how you make tiramisu completely from scratch. Hope you give this recipe a shot. I know it's a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end. Everybody who's tried this dessert absolutely loves it. I give some to my mum, she doesn't even like tiramisu for crying out loud, and she loved it. Try this out, please post it on Instagram and tag me in it. I'd love to see how you did. My Instagram link is down in the description below, so go check that out. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.